Hello guys, welcome back to SportsCorner GH. My name is Edmund. Do you know that the transfer window will be closing this particular weekend? And there are some unresolved transfer updates when it comes to Ghanaian and Black Star players. And I'm here to give you that exclusive updates. But before we jump into it, so don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and also turn on notification. Quickly, let's jump into it. And I'd like to begin with dede Ayew, the captain of the Black Stars, even though he has not been in the Black Star squad for some time. Now, last season, he was playing for Le Havre in the French Liga and scored 5 goals in the French Liga for Le Havre. We also how he performed. Everybody was excited about it. But when he wasn't called up to the Black Star squad, we were all shocked because we all felt like that performance merited a call up to the Black Stars. As I'm speaking to you now, Ayew has no club. He's clubless and currently a free agent. But then there is a good news because according to many reports, 2 clubs in the French Liga are interested in signing dede Ayew, Lille and also Brest. For Lille, I think it would be a very good move for Ayew, and also Brest will also be a good move for Ayew. All we want to see is Ayew playing with the hopes that he performs very well for his club side and earns a call-up back to the Black Stars. But then keep your eye on this space for Ayew's transfer because getting to the close of the transfer window, anything could happen. He could end up playing for Lille or Brest. And this is the latest update concerning dede Ayew. I believe the Ayews, they have a very good agency or very good agent. If you take a look at Jordan Ayew's transfer, for example, moving from Crystal Palace to Leicester City in the EPL is a very good move. It's an excellent move. Same for dede Ayew. See, there are teams that are interested in him and you'll be wondering, a player of his caliber, his age, even these clubs are still interested in him because of the experience he brings on board. So guys, this is the latest update concerning dede Ayew. We are going to follow up on this and bring you more updates. Next would be Salis Abdul Samed. His situation is a bit sad because he has been relegated to the reserve team for Lens, and this player, like 2 seasons ago, he was a key player for Lens, but now he has dropped off form. He has dropped off when it comes to the pecking order in the midfield of Lens. And there are 2 clubs interested in signing this player on loan. Yes, signing Salis Abdul Samed on loan. The first team is Brest, and then the second team is Saint Etienne. These 2 clubs are interested in signing the player. Currently, they are in talks with the players' entourage, and also they are in talks with Lens, that is Salis Abdul Samed's current club, to see if they can strike an agreement to take the player on loan. I mean, Abdul Salis Samed, we have been talking about his form and the way he plays, especially for club and country. We all could agree that his form has dropped a bit, and it's high time he goes to another club to rediscover himself. And I believe this would be a very great opportunity for Salis Abdul Samed to go on loan, to take a rebreather, a fresh start for him to, get his, form back. For me, I'm really excited about it. Brest and also Saint Etienne are interested in signing the player on loan. Next, let's talk about Kotoko winger called Bernard Somuah. As I'm speaking to you now, Celta Vigo has completed the signing of Kotoko winger called Bernard Somuah. And I'm really, really excited. You see, our Ghana Premier League has a lot of, bad, comments here and there, bad criticism here and there. But then seeing something like this is just a good take from the Ghana Premier League because it's always, being painted with corruption, painted with betting scandals. But being able to see that Celta Vigo can spot a talent in the Kotoko squad called Bernard Somuah and sign the player, it tells you that even though it has bad comments, even though the Ghana Premier League is not what it used to be, still there are scouts who could see good players in there. Even Kotoko, as I'm speaking to you now, did not get a good season last season, but then yes, still Bernard Somuah has been spotted by Celta Vigo and that move has been done, and I'm really happy about it. At least it gives Ghana Premier League a positive light. Unlike before, we'll now be talking about the corruption issue in there, we'll be talking about the betting scandals. Now, this is actually a good and positive news concerning the Ghana Premier League for Kotoko and also for Bernard Somuah, who has completed his move to Celta Vigo. Next, let's talk about this young player called Edmund Baidoo, who currently plays for Sundown. As I'm speaking to you now, RB Salzburg are closing in on the player to sign the player for 4.5 million euros. Now, this is how the financials or the money would be break down. 3.3 million euros cash in hand plus 1.2 million euros as add-ons. This player is super good, and I believe the future of the Black Stars includes this player you see on your screen. His name is called Edmund. Good player by all standard, and I believe this is the step in the right direction. It's step by step. This life is all about taking that step by step like this. And Edmund is moving from Sundown to RB Salzburg. To me, I think it's an improvement. It's an upgrade, and I can't wait for this deal to be completed for me to come here and tell you about it. Edmund Baidoo is one for the future. You guys should watch this space for this guy. I believe he possesses a lot of potential and talent that would be helpful for Ghana in the future. His name is called Edmund Baidoo. Now let's move away from him and talk about another player called Baidoo, who plays for Salzburg. Now Baidoo plays for Salzburg, and they have already started their season. So far, they have played like about 26-27 games. Baidoo has scored 10 goals and given 7 assists so far in the league. This is an attacking midfielder, and this player, he has not really earned a call-up to the Black Stars. The last time his name came around or came up in the Black Star call-up conversation, that was when a provisional squad was named for the AFCON. But then, ever since, this player performs very well for Salzburg, but then it's not in the conversation when it comes to the Black Star. He's a very good player by all standard. As I'm speaking to you now, there's one club in Austria who are interested in signing the player before the transfer window closes. That team is called LASK, L-A-S-K. Yes, LASK. They're interested in signing the player. And also a team in England Championship called Plymouth. Plymouth are also talking to the player to see if they can sign the player before the end of the transfer window, which is very important and good for the player. In my own opinion, once you are playing for a club and another team comes for you, and that team is going to give you an upgrade, an uplift, you need to consider it. And for Baidoo, I think it is about time, because this player has been playing Salzburg and has been giving them good numbers season after season, both in goals and assists. And just this season, he has scored 10 goals and 7 assists in 26 appearances. And I believe it is about time he either moves to the championship or to move to Austria to make a name for himself. And if there is any consolation to take from this, Abdul Shahaku has laid the path down for any Ghanaian player to go to the championship, make a name for themselves, and get their teams promoted to the EPL. Lastly, let's talk about Nketiah. There are a lot of news concerning Nketiah and his transfer from Arsenal, and I've always been of the opinion that he needs to move from Arsenal because he has fallen off the pecking order. He's like the third choice when it comes to that centre forward role. And it's about time. Now, the good news is that Crystal Palace has agreed a fee with Arsenal to sign Nketiah, 25 million cash and also 5 million on add-ons. And I'm happy for the player. He's going in to take the spot of dede Ayew. And I believe that with Crystal Palace, he's going to get a lot of game time, and which is really good for the player. He's a good and excellent player by all standards. But in Arsenal, it was just evident he wasn't going to get a lot of game time. But for me, Nketiah's move to Crystal Palace is one that I really second and I really support. So guys, these are some of the latest transfer updates I have for you as the transfer window is coming to a closing. We are going to follow up on this and bring you more updates and live on SportsCorner GH. Thanks for joining me. My name is Edmund. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we go vibe.